Hello YouTubers, Lost Ghost Gamer here. Today I'll be talking about how to get better at Halo, and we will be starting with improving your aim and what you should do to help your aim. So I'll be playing SWAT in the background, and I think the first one is just normal SWAT, and the second one is SWAT nums. I don't know how to pronounce that, but the reason I have SWAT in the background is because SWAT is a really good game mode to help your aim, because you want to get those headshots, and with each gun you basically want those headshots because it does more damage. So first tip is to play a lot of SWAT, especially for warm-up games and all of that other basic stuff. And I know a lot of you will probably ask about
Slayer.
What's it called? Sensitivity. Sensitivity is not really something that somebody can tell you what to put it at, because sensitivity is a lot of preference, what you like to do and what you like to have it at. Personally, I play at 6. Personally, I play at 6 sensitivity because I like the fast zoom back and forth, and it helps with, especially because I play a lot of SWAT, and it helps really good because you're allowed to really quickly move the gun back and forth. Because, like, if you're looking one way and somebody's coming away from the other way, if you have a low sensitivity, it'll take you a while towards them, but if you have a higher sensitivity, it doesn't take as long. So if you ask me, I would probably tell you to play a higher. Some people like it lower because they're just more accurate.
Suicide.
Another thing I would say, if you plan on playing very competitively or with a team or something, I highly recommend doing some practice games, because I know myself, it takes me a few matches before I'm really as good as I am, because I just have to warm up with get my mind focused on the game and not on other things. So I probably won't be doing that great in these 2 matches, because these are my first 2 matches, because I just haven't been playing yet, and I need to get this video out. So don't really criticize on the gameplay, because it won't be my best. If you want to see me play better, you'll have to look at some of my other videos. So, a lot of good guns to practice. Well, definitely the BR, because that's probably one of the best guns in the game. Or, not the best gun in the game, but it's a very used gun because it's very good for close and long range or battles. Another good gun to use is the pistol, because the pistol is a really good gun in my eyes, because if you're in trouble, you're in the middle of a fight, and you run out of ammo and you need to reload, you need to switch to your pistol. So try to play a lot of SWAT. I've already said that, but especially SWAT, because that helps a lot. With machine guns and the stuff, to improve your aim on that, I would recommend playing a lot of Breakout, because that's very machine gun oriented, especially on close quarter maps. Another good thing to do is play with some friends on your own, like, private servers. It just depends. You don't have to play SWAT. Play anything, but just like help you and your friends can get better together, essentially. And I mean, it helps to play. It's more fun to play with friends. So overall, you'll have more fun experience. I don't recommend just playing SWAT. Playing a lot, like playing it quite a bit, is really good, because it does help your aim with those headshots, and those are, like, if you're the first one to shoot and you can get that headshot right away, you've pretty much won already, unless it was just a lucky shot. So That's my recommendation on what you should play. Now, why I recommended a higher sensitivity is because I don't really do this a lot in this video because it's my warm-up games. In the next clip when I'm playing SWATnums, I do have one time when I get it, but if you watch some of my other videos, I think the one where I talk about what Halo 5 needs, I'm playing SWAT, and I do it a lot because I have already warmed up, I've already gotten into the game. It's not exactly a snapshot, that's just what I call it, because it's kind of like, once you warm up and you have that high sensitivity, this is why I recommend high sensitivity, because once you get used to it, you can do this. So what it is it's kind of like, you have to have pretty good reflexes too, because you have to be able to spot and go. It's kind of like, when you see somebody, your fingers already know what they're doing. You move that joystick, and you stop, perfect time, and just hit that headshot immediately. And I'm able to do that a lot, and I know a lot of people that can. I don't know if I already said that, but I accidentally screwed up and the thing flipped up. So I know a lot of people that can do that because they practice a lot. And I learned from, I watch some pro plays, I watch friends play, I play myself. I would say I'm pretty good. I'm definitely not your best player. Because, I mean, I'm almost 13. I'm not an older kid. I don't play all the time. And I'm certainly not the best. See, because half the stuff I will be talking to you about in this video series about how to get good at Halo is stuff that I am still improving. But each time I get better at it, I grow more. I'm getting more skillful, and I do better overall. So one thing that is also bad about high sensitivity is, if you're like me, it takes you longer to warm up. And here's just your thumbs. You need to get used to that high sensitivity more. But that is only if you're like me. I know a lot of people that can just go in and they're like, oh yeah, let's just frag some noobs right now. Well, I mean, I think it's pretty easy to kill noobs, but just you get my point, hopefully. So that's my basic point on sensitivity. I see a lot of people recommend, if you're more with pistols and battle rifles, you go with the lower sensitivity. If you're more about the machine guns, you go with the high sensitivity. But I don't recommend anything over 6. Unless you are new to the game, play a lot of Call of Duty, but that does not, just because you play a lot of Call of Duty doesn't mean you go high. If you're one of those people on Call of Duty that is just so used to playing on Insane, go for that. Go for it, because if you are good on Insane, then you will be amazing at Halo. But you have to be careful, because you have to stay that way and make sure you stay good with that high sensitivity. If you can have that high sensitivity, somebody could be behind you, and you could just be like, oh, I hear them, and then you just turn around and right there. You're already lined up for the shot.
Gain the lead.
So, and that's a good thing. But if you are not used to playing on that kind of sensitivity, don't do it. It takes forever to get used to that. I tried it, and I got kind of used to it, but I never really fully perfected the skill. And it was really hard to play, so eventually I said, you know what, I'm just going to go back to 6. Another thing I want to talk about. Be careful when you reload. You've probably already seen me made some very bad mistakes by reloading when there's still a guy in front of me. Some of these times I've done it on purpose for the sake of the video as an example, and some of the times I've done it because I screw up at that all the time. Another thing is, I would say, second guess yourself sometimes, and not with everything, but like if you're shooting somebody and you think you killed them, look again, because there's been so many times I've looked at somebody, thought I got that headshot and didn't, and then reloaded, and then they come again and they just shoot me, and I die, and I get mad at myself because I made that mistake. So something I recommend, this is solely for SWAT purposes, is one I think you should all know. Don't run that much. I run a lot, but I also try to moderate how much I run and know when to run and when not to run, because it does take a second or two to bring the gun back up, and that's enough time for them to kill you like 3 times over. So,
Action.
another thing is definitely, for sure, like I said, second guess yourself when it comes to killing people, and if you did kill them or not. Another thing is, unless you're on a long range map, don't zoom in that much. I zoom in sometimes and I really don't need to. Again, for the purposes of video, I'm pretty good at that, not knowing when to zoom in and not. But if you ask me, when you're zoomed in, one, I can almost guarantee you that your sensitivity is not as high, but it's a lot easier to do the snapshot. Well, not like sniper snapshot. I'm talking about how like when your thumbs just know what they're doing and you got that kill instantly because you're good. I mean, this is what I'm trying to tell you how to do. This might not be perfect tips, but when you're zoomed in, it's harder to do that. I get those kind of kills when I'm not zoomed in all the time because when I'm zoomed in, it's a lot harder to do that. But when I'm not zoomed in, it's like snap, 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 3 kills in a freaking row, or 2, depending on how many guys are on. And it's just a lot easier to play like that. We're running out of time, and while this flew by, I thought it would feel like this is a lot longer.
10 kills to
But
win.
this is more basic stuff because I'm definitely not a pro. I don't play pro. I'm kind of competitive with this game. I get really mad when people suck. That does not mean I'm a pro. And these are not pro tips. These are my personal tips and my personal recommendations of what worked for me. This might not work for you. This video might be kind of cheesy because put this way, I don't have money for expensive equipment. All I have is the Xbox game DVR and the recording quality. I mean, the recording capabilities. My mic and my Turtle Beaches are broken. Oh, the mic's not broken itself, but it won't put the audio to the Xbox. So I'm using the Kinect right now. That kind of sucks. So, nearing the end of the video, and all I just gotta say is follow some of these tips.
Next kill.
Work on them. And if you've already worked on them and you're already really good at them, then that's great. And I'm happy for you. So, see you later. This was the Lost Ghost Gamer coming with tips on how to be better. See you later, guys.